I saw the debate last night between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Um, I will say it was better than I thought it was going to be. Not because of the questioning or anything like that. It's just the format that I thought it was going to be actually turned out to be incorrect. So I apologize for that. I got my sources incorrect, and so for that I do apologize. It ended up not being a surrogate speaking on behalf of the candidates. It ended up, being an actual good debate. So, what I want to say is who I think is the winner, who I think is the loser. Of course, Joe Biden is the loser. Now, why do I think Joe Biden is the loser? It's not because he wasn't able to hold his own. It wasn't because he wasn't able to complete sentences or complete his thought. It was because everything he said was a lie. Like, everything was a lie. He did try to cut Social Security a number of times. He bragged about it. He bragged about being a conservative Democrat. He lied about the Iraq War, stating he thought that somehow it was gonna help with the war. Like, are you serious? He lied about the crime bill. He lied about the bankruptcy bill. Like, come on. Like, he lied. Like, it's Lyin Biden. It's Lyin Biden. That's what it is at this point. I will say Bernie's the winner. I will say Bernie was a little bit more aggressive. He should have been way more aggressive. He did hold Biden's feet to the fire when it came down to Social Security, which was awesome. I thought that he should have done it a lot more, and I think he should have called him a liar. I think the problem is Bernie Sanders has a problem saying, no, you're lying. He did the same thing with Elizabeth Warren when she tried to call him a sexist. Instead of saying, hey, you lied, he couldn't say it. I feel like he should have said, yo, Joe, you're lying. Like, you're a liar. Like, you're lying. I feel like, but he did hold him to Social Security. And I will say that Joe Biden was aggressive. He was I feel like this was fitting for him. I felt like all of the candidates who were on the stage before, I think that was intimidating for him. That's why he wasn't able to get a thought out. That's why he wasn't able to complete a sentence, because for him, it was probably too many people up there. Not to say that's an excuse, but I do feel like on a one-on-one matchup, he would be better. I will say this, though. I will say that, do you really feel, I'm going to ask this question, do you really think that somebody who has Joe Biden's record of lying constantly is going to beat Trump? You don't think Trump is going to use all of those things against him? Trump is going to be vicious, guys. Like, I don't think you guys really understand that. I think that's the problem. You guys want to believe something that isn't true. Like, I'm old enough to remember what happened when they did try to push a centrist in 2016. She lost, guys. Like, you're not going to get a centrist to beat Donald Trump. It's not going to happen. I will say also that in this debate that Bernie Sanders came out, to me, aggressive as well. He came out fighting back when it came down to his leadership. Like, when he said, you have to make choices that aren't always popular within your party or within the party. Like, Bernie Sanders was really proving his point when it came down to being a leader. Joe Biden's not a leader. He's not a leader for positive change. Like, and he wants to create incremental changes. He wants to go back to the Obama era, and we don't want that. Like, we don't want that. What did the Obama era get us? It got us into like five additional wars. When Obama went into office, we were in 2. Now we're in 7, 8 now. When Obama was in office, we were in 7. Like, why? And people really think that this is what we want. And there was a point where they asked Bernie Sanders about his following, like the people who support him. And how can Joe Biden get his supporters, which are Latinos and basically minorities and basically the younger people. Joe Biden can't get us to vote for him. He can't, because we know his record. We know everything that he is saying is a lie. In this debate, I felt like there was something missing. as good as Bernie Sanders tried to be, um, and even though we were able to see through the lies that Joe Biden was telling, there was something missing. There was something missing, and at first I couldn't put my finger on it. And you know what was missing in this debate? The third candidate, Tulsi Gabbard. Now I know you guys are probably sick of me bringing her up, but she should have been on that debate. She would have called Joe Biden a liar. Like, she would have called him a liar. And I feel, it appears to me as if they're more scared of Tulsi Gabbard than they are of Bernie Sanders. Because they know Bernie Sanders is not going to speak like that. They know Bernie Sanders is going to be very respectful and he doesn't want drama. He's not really aggressive like that. But they know Tulsi Gabbard is. They know she would have called Joe Biden a liar. They know she would have done it. They know she would have. And I felt like that would have been a great opportunity for her. But they didn't allow her on the stage, which is really messed up. Tulsi Gabbard should have been on that debate stage. When they were talking about the coronavirus, her plan for the coronavirus, it may be different. It is different from Joe Biden's and Bernie Sanders. Even if you don't agree with it, it would have been nice to have somebody else's perspective on that stage, and I felt like that wasn't fair, because she wants to do UBI, and actually AOC wants to do it as well. So I feel like it would have been good to have her on stage. When it came down to the Iraq War, that's something that she knows firsthand. It would have been awesome to have her on that debate stage. And she was missing. She is what was missing on that debate stage. And I think that the American people are noticing it. Maybe not as quickly as I would like for them to notice it, but I think they are. And I think we need to keep it going. Like, keep talking about her, keep bringing her up. I think that she's a force to be reckoned with. Whether you agree with her or you don't agree with her. That, for me, that's the way I see it. One last thing I want to say about the debate is when they asked the question, will you pick a woman VP? Why the fuck does that matter? Why the fuck do you care if it's a woman? Like, why do I give a fuck if Kamala Harris is going to be the VP? For fucking what? When she falls in line with the establishment. Like, your race, your sex doesn't mean shit to me. It doesn't. And it shouldn't mean shit to nobody. Like, Bernie Sanders doesn't want to pick a woman, so fucking what? If he wants to pick somebody who is progressive but not a woman, you mean that's a problem? Are you fucking serious right now? I think he is going to pick a woman, but even if he didn't, so fucking what? Why the fuck does that? I wouldn't pick a woman. I don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. Like, I would pick somebody. Let me not say I wouldn't pick a woman. I would pick a woman if she's progressive. I'm not going to pick a woman who falls in line with the establishment. I'm not going to pick her just because she's a fucking woman. That's fucking retarded. That's dumb as shit. I'm not doing that. You got me all types of fucked up if you think I'm doing that. I think Joe Biden is going to pick Elizabeth Warren as his VP. Especially after he said, oh, I spoke to her 2 days ago. I agree with her on this and that and the third. He's going to pick Elizabeth Warren. He's going to pick Elizabeth Warren. And he thinks because he picks Elizabeth Warren, that Bernie supporters are going to go to him. Because, oh, he's a progressive. Bad news, Biden. Progressives don't believe Elizabeth Warren is a progressive anymore. So, you asked out. You think that if you pick Elizabeth Warren as your VP, that the progressive part and the Democratic Party is going to vote for you? They're not. Because we already know she's a wolf in sheep's clothing. We already know this. So you better pick somebody who is actually a progressive. And just because you put progressive in front of somebody doesn't make them a progressive. Like Kamala Harris's Medicare program. What the fuck was that shit about? Like, seriously, come on. Like, the fact that she could have put Steven Mnuchin in jail and she didn't? Are you serious right now? The fact that her time as AG for California, like, are you serious right now? You think that if you pick Kamala Harris as your VP that we're going to say, oh yeah, because she's a woman, we're going to vote for her? Fuck that shit. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. And no shade. No shade at all. But sex, sexual orientation, ethnicity, none of that should matter. What should matter is your platform, what you stand for, what your record is. Okay, if you're using somebody's sexual or somebody's sex to get votes, that's disgusting. But it doesn't surprise me because Biden is disgusting. He's Lyin Biden. That's what it is. Lyin Biden. It doesn't matter. But that's my take on the debate. Bernie won, Biden lost, it was a dub, like Lyin Biden, it doesn't matter, whatever. And if you think I'm saying it now, and if you think I'm mean now, if you guys really believe that I'm mean, if Biden wins, do you know how vicious Trump is going to be? Trump is going to destroy Biden. Destroy Biden. You think Trump cares? I think he was soft last time on Hillary Clinton because she's a woman. I honestly believe that. Like, I believe he was way softer on Hillary Clinton than he would have been had she been a man. If Joe Biden is the nominee, he's going to tear that man apart. Like, he's going to list his record like crazy. Because remember, Donald Trump was not for the war. He wasn't. Donald Trump actually has that to fall back on. Donald Trump was not for the war. Joe Biden was. And yeah, it may not mean a lot because he wasn't in politics. He wasn't a politician at that time. But that's something that he can fall back on. Like the bankruptcy bill. Like, you don't think that Trump is going to bring all of that up? He is. And no matter what fucked up shit Trump has done during his presidency, his base will not move. They will not care. I know people who love and idolize Trump blindly. They refuse to call out, even if you are, this is the thing, even if you are a fan of somebody's of one of these politicians, even if you are a fan of theirs and you believe in them, when they do something fucked up, you should be able to call out. You should actually have more like standard for the people that you support. Like me, I have high standards. I had high standards for AOC. I supported her. That's why I'm so critical with her. I'm very critical with her because I supported her. I should be able to do that with Bernie Sanders. There's not really much I can call Bernie Sanders out on when it comes down to policy because I support all of his policies. What I call him out on is the way he presents himself as a pushover, as a punk. But his policies I do support. You know, I feel like with Trump's base and even with Hillary Clinton's base and now with Joe Biden's base, these people are not looking at the bigger picture. They can't sit there and say, you know what, Joe Biden did lie about that. Joe Biden was wrong about that. Trump was wrong about that. Trump did lie about that. No, they always want to sit there and defend them. Like, you should be able to call out a politician on their bullshit, even if you do support them. Even if you do support them. Again, I supported AOC. And I called her out on her bullshit. You know, there was a point in time when I supported both Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. I called her out on her bullshit. Elizabeth Warren. I put Elizabeth Warren out on her bullshit. You should be able to do these things. You should be able to hold the people who you endorse to a higher standard. Again, I know people who love Trump. And even if you tell them facts about Trump, they don't care. They really don't care. That's a scary thing. That is a scary thing. And that's the difference between Bernie supporters, and this is the last thing I'm going to say. That's the difference between Bernie supporters and Biden supporters. We can sit there and be like, damn, that was messed up. Like, Bernie shouldn't have done that. Bernie, like, we can criticize our politicians. We're okay with criticizing them. But for some reason, Joe Biden supporters and even Hillary supporters back in 2016 and Trump, they don't do that. They don't do that. And that's what's going to cost Joe Biden the election. The fact that his followers are followers. And it's sad. But again, Trump is going to win. Joe Biden's the nominee. Trump is going to win because he's not getting my vote. You have to earn my vote. You don't just get my vote. You don't. You don't get my vote. I'm sorry. Your vote is your power, guys. Your vote is your power. Please do not vote for Lyin Biden. That's just what it is. If you want to vote for him, if you want Trump to win in 2020, vote for Biden. Because Trump is gonna win. if you vote for Biden. So vote for him if you want Trump to win. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe. Do all the things you guys need to do. Wash your hands a lot. Rinse them for 20 seconds. Do not put your hands on your face or your eyes, anything like that. If you could stay inside, stay inside. Be safe, guys. Okay? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces. Like, share, and subscribe.